Merry Christmas, December 17th. Time to look at Luke chapter 2 and the census that was taken in those days. And I want to read it in Luke chapter 2, verse 1. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria. And everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from his town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. There was a census that took place, and the governing body of Rome declared a census. I want you to see this census wasn't like, well, everybody tomorrow go this. This was a long census, took a long time. There were millions of people in the Roman Empire, and it was an extensive difficulty in getting them to record who they were and where they were from, so they went to their hometowns. Now watch this. Mary and Joseph were going to have a baby. They were in Nazareth. Nazareth was not the place where the Messiah was to be born. We know from Scripture, and everybody at that time knew, that the Messiah was to be born in Bethlehem. They were in Nazareth. No big deal, right? Just have the baby in Nazareth and then go register. What's the problem? Well, there's a big problem, because the prophecy says the baby would be born in Bethlehem. And if he wasn't born in Bethlehem, he couldn't be the Messiah. So watch what God did. He took potentially multiple years and had things in place so the timing was perfect to move a young couple from one town to another. Maybe it was 80, 90 miles or something like that. And then he had the baby born in Bethlehem. I love that. Why do I love that? Because God demonstrates that he's in charge of his plan. He's in charge. He's in charge. He inconvenienced not just a few people. In some ways, he inconvenienced the entire world so that his plan could be fulfilled. You see, God watches over his word. And if God was in charge then, there's a good chance God is in charge today. And there's a good chance then that he has the affairs of man in his hands. You can trust him. Don't throw your hands up in despair and say, oh no, we have to take a census. This is awful. Why our government this and they do that and I hate this. Relax. God's got this under his control. And he knows what he's doing. And so the pieces that are moving around are for his purposes and for his glory. We can trust him. We could trust him for making sure that Mary and Joseph had the baby in the right town. And we can trust him that he has the affairs in hand today. Why? Because he's a good God who's in control and he cares about his purposes. And let's make sure you and I are involved in his purposes every day, including today. Merry Christmas.